Hello everybody, welcome to English Skills One. Today we're going to talk about curriculum vitae or a CV or a biodata or a resume. Now, do you know the difference between these three? Well, don't worry, we're going to get right into it. So stay tuned, subscribe, watch. Now, this is also a lesson for the University of Calicut in their book Writing for Academic and Professional Success, found on Unit 8. But however, this could also be used for everyone. And let's move right on. So, what are the jobs that you wish to have? How do you relate it to the current course that you've opted for? So, do you think that you've been dreaming about a job when you were a child? So, do you think that you would get those jobs now? So, the recruiters now always look for a detailed synopsis of your skills, your education and experience, and this is called a curriculum vitae or a CV. Now, a CV is a detailed summary of accomplishments, academic, professional and personal. This is a sample CV or a curriculum vitae. There's a slight difference between a CV and a resume. A CV is usually 3 to 5 pages in length. And generally CVs are used to apply for academic or scientific and research positions, especially in the US, Europe. The CV is totally different from a resume, whereas in India there are fine lines, but of course a CV is generally something that has more pages, and a resume would be something like 1 or maximum 2 pages. The CV is very elaborate, especially on the educational and academic pursuits, and the CV is generally static. In the resume is limited to 1 or 2 pages, and it changes for different positions. The job seeker needs to adapt the resume to every position. Components of a CV: you have contact information, then objective statement, then your key skills and abilities, education and training, experience, personal profile and references. Now, these are the components of a CV. We will go into detail one by one. The contact information, be very sure to include your formal name, your home address, your personal telephone or mobile number and your email account. Now, here your email account has to be pretty clear nowadays, because sometimes some of the emails are not very clear, in the sense that they feel confusing. I'll put up a few confusing emails which you should definitely not. If at all you have such emails, you should definitely change them and try to make a sort of sane email, SANE, yes, an email which looks very prim and proper. Your objective statement conveys your immediate career goal and recent, present, new employer. So the position that you desire and the setting and the skills and goals for it. For example, you can say seeking a challenging position in the field of marketing that offers an opportunity for me to grow or to use my mathematical and computing skills in a position as a software manager. So this is a sample of an objective statement which has been written by a person. This person is looking out for a job as an office manager, and he says that he wants to seek help in XYZ company to provide a stellar customer experience and take the Portsmouth branch to the next level. And he's experienced in managing several different restaurants, and he has handled every aspect of business, from hiring new staff to managing marketing institutions. So you see, the objective statement is very positive, and so this is how you need to make your objective statement. So your position desired, the setting, and your skills and goals. Your skills and goals should be short, clear bullet points written in what we call positive language. And you can see here that positive language, providing a stellar customer experience, and taking the branch to the next level. These are all positive statements, and this is how you must frame your curriculum vitae. Now, with respect to education, you have to specify the degrees that you have got, the mark lists your schools attended, the awards if you have generally got prime position, first rank or something, and you've got a certificate for it, you should show that. Then you've got some society memberships like charity organizations. List only those that showcase your strengths. Do not take certificates or bring certificates which are of worthy costs. And then you might also have special certifications. Suppose you are going in for a job that requires additional licenses, like maybe an articleship or maybe a heavy duty license, like a license for truck. So for that, if you have these special licenses, then you should definitely show them. Then also you might have done some additional training or some non-credit courses. Especially nowadays, you've got a lot of courses in Swayam. So if you've done courses like that, you must definitely highlight them. Then you must have definitely attended workshops and seminars and conferences. Nowadays, webinars. So make a list of those certificates, and these certificates should also be amplified. And if you have some special projects or coursework that you have done, you could, of course, describe those. You might have a major project, or you must have done some sort of a social work outside your college hours. List all of them. And with respect to your experience should be in reverse chronological order. That means the latest one should be on top, while the old one should be at the bottom. So whatever is your latest experience or latest job that you're working upon now, that should be at the top. Your effectiveness, your aim is to showcase how effectively you have performed your duties and what benefits you brought to your organization while you were working there, and how valuable you will be to your next employer. So whatever you have done in your previous employment, the strengths that you have done over there, that is what you are supposed to showcase, because your next employer may not know you, but at the same time he will need to know what all things you have done over there, so as to increase the brand value of your previous company. And you should showcase them, and this is the effectiveness. And always use action words. There are lots of action words like developed or supported or designed. So I have developed a software for, let's say, attendance marking system, or I have expanded the growth of the company by adding 3-4 branches, or I have created a demand for XYZ, or assisted or scheduled or developed or achieved or expanded or operated. So these are action words that you can use, and a few action words are listed below. With respect to personal profile, generally you add your Aadhaar card, your passport details, the languages of in order of proficiency, your hobbies, your interests, if they are relevant to the career opted. Now you also, if you have specific certificates that you can showcase, you could do that. Like for example, an app that I have developed, EnglishSkillsOne.com, of course that can also be highlighted, and the recruiters will look for such things. And then you also need your references, so you need to put some references onto your CV. They can be teachers or supervisors or former bosses or even neighbors if they are professionals connected to the job that you are applying. And so these are some do's and don'ts. Do make it easy for recruiters to see that you are a strong candidate. Keep your CV short and to the point. Proofread thoroughly so that there won't be any mistakes in it. And don't lie or exaggerate. Always tell the truth. And don't make the font smaller to include more information. If you look at this, at here itself, I've made a bold and a smaller font, but that should not happen in your CV. And don't assume that the recruiter knows about the company that you have worked for. The company that you worked for might be a very famous company, but then it might be famous to you, but to the new recruiter, he may not even know of it. So if at all you are talking about it, you don't assume that person knows everything. So try to explain whatever you can, so that the new recruiter will be able to understand positive aspects and how you are intend to take the new company forward. So I hope that these tips would definitely help you, and please do subscribe to the channel so that more and more information like this can be given to you. Thank you very much. We look forward to seeing you once again. Bye.